Both wished me the best of luck as I left the room, my swagger akin to John Wayne in an old western. It occurred to me that this was the second person in a short space of time to gain access through the South Circular. To this day, neither of them phone, write or send birthday cards. I feel used. Once home, I thought things were not that bad. I could sit comfortably and the attention from everyone was breathtaking. I only had to think of a rum and coke and it appeared. It was then that I began to realise how my unquantified as yet illness would affect the others around me. The waiting game does more damage than the illness or the treatments. The mind games it plays on you send you into overdrive. You wait with it on your mind, it prevents you from sleeping properly, and if you do sleep, it deflates your comfort with surreal dreams. I would have to wait for results of this first test. The results, as I say, were given by the backward-facing consultant without the piano player, probably his day off to play at Butlins. Along with the 11 out of 12 positives, I was told, although not an aggressive Carmen, it was not without concerns. He did finish the consultation apologising for not giving the best news. I wondered what his version of the worst news was, but at this point still took the positives from this initial meeting. The concerns would be literally delved into through the next open gown examinations. Now for me, the next weeks were the worst. Not knowing the extent of Carmen. The initial machine was the MRI. For this, I had to go in my open gown to a porter cabin in the outside of the hospital, right next to the car park. As I squeezed into the tightly snug waiting room, I heard one of the operators complaining about the amount of mayo in their sandwich. I had to laugh, that this was the extent of their worries. "Well, try having a finger up your bum and being told you have Carmen," I thought of shouting. And I could have shouted it from inside the machine, as it was the noisiest piece of equipment. It had never put a patient at their ease. I have to say at this point that any time girlfriend could not accompany me, straight away, my favourite uncle and aunt were there. Both are streetwise, and I readily listened to their advice. He also has a great line in gallows humour. Where others don't wish to offend, he would bring me back to earth with a quip that said, "This is life in all its rawness." I can't remember if it was this first occasion when I had to go into a toilet to insert a suppository or another. I was having trouble, not to put the thing up me, just to open the packet. Well, time was passing, and Uncle said he contemplated knocking on the toilet door and asking, "Who goes there, friend or enema?" I would then have a CT scan a couple of weeks later. This, I was told, would be the definitive marker as to how Carmen might be calypsoing around my body. My hope was it was only shaking my maracas.